In just 3 games, the lead that was promised to Barcelona has started crumbling. In just 3 games, right? This is one of the worst Barcelona's performances I've seen this season. This is like one of the worst. This is one of the worst. Everybody is to be blamed for this result. The manager is to be blamed in his own way. The players like themselves also needs to be blamed in this terrible loss from Barcelona today. Let's start with the players. I feel the players are no longer giving it their 100% again. If you watch Barcelona matches, you will see that some players are switching off. Usually, all the players are always switching on 100%. They give it their 100%. Everybody goes into the game with 100%. But this period, you see Barcelona players going into the game. Some of them are no longer confident. Some of them will go and they will not see the players giving him their 100%. Players like Kounde. Kounde had been terrible. Like from the last 2 to 3 games, Kounde had been Barcelona's problem. Even today again, he was terrible again. A lot of chances, a lot of poor defending, a lot of poor things to write from Kounde today, and it's very, very bad. We need players at our top level, right? We need players at our top level. If we had the squad depth we are supposed to have, Kounde will not start our next game, right? If we have the squad depth that we ought to have, Kounde would go out without playing football for Barcelona for like 4 to 5 games until his hair calms down. Very terrible performance from Barcelona. Then from the manager side, I don't see why you prefer to play midfielders on the flank than playing actual wingers or players or actual attackers, right? Today again, the other day you started Fermin Lopez in Lamine Yamal's position, started Rafinha in his usual position, and it affected our gameplay. You tested it did not work. Today again, you've not tested Pablo Torre in the wing position. When we have a boy like Pau Victor, the moment Pau Victor came into this game, the few minutes he played, you can see the intensity. You can see that this boy have something to offer. You can see that this boy was playing as if, you know, he wanted to win this game. And this is the kind of mentality that we need from Barcelona. That boy from that position will do better than any of Barcelona's midfielders in that position, that Pau Victor. So I think that is where Hansi Flick got it wrong as well. Should have, if there were no options, or you didn't want to start Ferran Torres from that wing, you didn't want to start Lamine Yamal and start our usual Rafinha, that's not a problem. I don't have any problem with that. But you picking Pablo Torre ahead of Pau Victor or any other person there is where I'm having that issue. Now look at the performance of Pau Torre or the midfielders in that position. All the times we've been playing midfielders in that position, we've not been having results. We've not been having results, and it also affected our performance today. So these are the issues. The manager is having some issues that he needs to settle. The players also need to settle themselves, because how can we lose our promised lead? This is the lead that was promised to us. Now we don't come, the thing not come for our hand. Now the thing don't enter for let us watch. Madrid might drop points. Madrid might lose their matches. Since when this one start? We were winning our games regardless of Madrid's result. Now Madrid's result will not affect our ambition towards winning the league. And this is a very, very terrible position. This is a position that Barcelona ought not to put themselves in. This is a position that Barcelona have carried themselves and enter, which is not favorable to them. You won't come to leave the team for Madrid hand. Madrid no be Arsenal or any other team. If my team dey Madrid hand like this now, you know that to a large extent is secured. In as much as they are having issues like this, or in as much as we are trying to say Madrid na big club too. You know, they can't give them something, try expect say you collect them back later. It will be very, very difficult. You on your own, do your own part. I know we don't have the required players, you know, to carry on, because the season is very, very long, right? We might win the first 5 matches, 6 matches, but there are more 30-something games to play. I know we don't have that required players to do it, but as the games are coming, try to win as much as possible. As the games are coming, try to win. Hansi Flick does not have the required players to win the league, right? Ahead of Madrid and, you know, and other clubs, Atletico Madrid. He does not have the required players to do this thing he wants to do, right? So I'm not going to blame him on that angle. But then again, the players that he's using, since they've started giving us that performance, we need things close to that performance from them. We can't allow players switching off and on and off in our games like this. It's going to affect us. So Barcelona should go back to the drawing board and safely go back to the drawing board, analyze his matches. His last 3 matches has been terrible. Analyze the matches, see where the errors are coming from, see possible things he will do to curb these errors and to bring Barcelona back to winning ways. I wish my club good luck, and I know that they are going to rectify this as soon as possible. One love.